Yeah, there's like a little. I don't know iPhone. I think there's like a little eye, and you just hit it, then it swipes right through to the informational
Is that
page.
on every mobile platform?
Just on
I mean,
iPhone. I
Xbox
know.
One too.
I don't know about Xbox One. I have no idea.
It's good to know, though.
Zeke's going in. I think he's got his.
Zeke's going in with the Android. What is that?
There you go.
I-
Let's go check
Bye,
it out.
Pat.
Let's go check it out. Going back to Simcopter 1, I like his like pitch on his profile. It says Sim is. It looks like his name's just Sim, so that's what he goes by on his channel. Sim is a community planner turned professional gamer who focuses on providing a positive learning environment. He currently plays Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft, among other games. It's not very often that you see someone promote themselves as having a positive learning environment at the first thing on their stream. So that's both one unique and both kind of cool to see.
Yeah.
I wonder how he like runs his stream chat. Like if he's enforcing that. We really can't know that unless we catch him live. I'm gonna open up one of his streams here.
Yeah, I've been looking at some of his Hearthstone play. I like it actually. I like his whole setup. He actually has like the theme of Hearthstone embedded into like all the little like sub goal stuff and stuff that people do. He has like all that.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's got
Like
the little
embedded into like the Hearthstone genre or like the little wooden whatever. Yeah, I like it. I like the way he's set up.
His
I love
green
it when
screen looks good. Yeah, this is a pretty solid stream. Like he's got. I don't
did
think
watch
we've.
it actually before the that was actually it's crazy that you're picking out because I had like 3 of them that I watched and that was one of them, and the only like for Hearthstone players I'm sure it's awesome. I don't know what's going on obviously because I don't play Hearthstone, but I just the question keeps popping up when I watch streams that have there's nothing really like super wrong or bad about them. But the one thing I could say about everybody on this like panel right now, like there's something memorable about them. Like, and I think that might be like the one thing that it might be missing. I don't know if they like, I don't know what like type of feel you're going for, but like something that I can remember. Like I went to it, and I was like, it was very pleasant. It's a very pleasant stream, you know?
Yeah, that's and even I just heard him talk for. It's got some background music. It sounds like you can't hear this on Skype call. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, it just seems like a very calm, chill stream. One of the issues he might be having is that Hearthstone is probably one of the most saturated games on Twitch. There's a bajillion people that stream Hearthstone. And I don't know how long he's been streaming for, but it's one of the hardest places to grow a channel in, right? You were talking about how kind of playing those games that are unique and that you're one of the only channels streaming it is a good way to like get your name out there. With Hearthstone, that's rough, especially if that's like your primary game. That's a really rough spot to grow a stream from the start.
it's like playing League. It's like impossible.
Yeah, exactly. Like playing League or Minecraft or I mean, WoW is probably a good example as well. WoW is one of the harder games to really make a stream on. I want to find out how old his channel is and see how much growth he's seen. I guess I can go to like a Social Blade or something.
Yeah, I just saw his.
Actually,
his
you can scroll down. He has an entire history section.
Oh, does he? Oh, look at that.
We're not what you
First night
call
streaming,
rooster.
4/24. So he's been streaming 10 months.
Yeah,
Yeah, about 10 months.
it's a history section. Wow, that's crazy.
He had so in a month. Wow, this is actually awesome. In a month, he had 15 followers, and then something must have happened. He was linked on Reddit. Okay,
Yeah.
and he jumped up to 1,700 followers.
That's social media for you, man. Like,
Yeah. Got his partnership 4 days after that. Sub button 2 days after that.
wow.
You know what I really love about this?
What's
What
that?
I really, really love, and I think everybody should take note if you can, his schedule, Sunday through Friday, 6 to midnight. That's it. That's his schedule.
Yeah.
6 to midnight, Sunday through Friday. I know when he's going to be on. I know when I can catch him. He's going to be on for 6 hours every night except Saturday. Love it.
It's pretty good. I don't. There's nothing really wrong, quote unquote, with this channel. I don't think we've said anything negative about Simcopter One.
I'll tell you exactly what's wrong with this guy.
What's that?
He doesn't have a beard.
It's true.
He must not be serious about Twitch.
Yeah,
That's true.
Really, I was sold on the whole thing, but when I really noticed how smooth his face is, I immediately lost interest.
He's a clean cut guy, man. He's a clean cut guy. I bet
No,
you he
okay.
doesn't curse.
Okay, now for some actual feedback. I don't there. It's almost there's a lot of text in here. There's a lot of text in here, which is good. But there does seem to be a lot. It may be good to centralize some of that. Also, the bars for the different sections are nice. He's got the brainy thing going on with his face. Maybe that could be creative with that somehow. It's a little bit plain. Just like you said, it's a little bit plain.
This guy's got a countdown timer at the start of his stream, man. That's good. That's good stuff.
That's very good. Absolutely. I completely echo what Zeke said about the schedule. That's not only is the schedule, like I'd put that schedule at the top. That's something you'd really want people to see quick, in my opinion. But 6 hours a day, 6 days a week, that shows some dedication. And anyone that's cruising around Twitch and looking for a new home, so to speak, is going to see a schedule like that and seriously raise an eyebrow. So that is something you'd really want to. I'd put that on his. I'd put that in the top left of his offline screen. Like, really get out there that he's streaming a lot. Yeah. Also, this is probably a Twitch layout thing, but it's kind of weird just to see the sponsor in like the middle of the sections. At some point, it says sponsored in part by Silverstone Design Inspiration. It just looked a little out of place. It kind of looked a little odd. But again, this is obviously on the right track. There's no question this channel is.
I think really all he
for its size.
I think all he needs is just time. Like, he's only been streaming for a year. He's got 6,200 followers.
I've seen much more developed channels with thousands of more followers that don't have a page yet to this quality.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's definitely a step in the right direction, which again shows you that the broadcaster's serious about it. And a lot of people that are out there looking again for new homes are going to see the amount of effort in this, and it'll be good.
Yeah, I would say like kind of what you're saying with the topics, I guess, in this info section, like maybe a little bit more graphic design in there. I don't know what you could do, but if you want to go like the full-on Hearthstone route, maybe put some of the borders on there that you have. This is getting like super nitpicky, but like theme out the channel.
No, it's a cool suggestion. That's not nitpicky. I mean, these are cool suggestions.
Like theme out the entire thing, kind of how you have your sub goal and your top tip and recent tip stuff. You've got some text also just right below that. Maybe make another one for that. You probably just haven't had time yet. Sure, there's reasons for all this. I also like, oh, that's really cool. He shows his current and last scores, so maybe he just shows like his overall win rating for the day. That's kind of interesting. That's something I haven't seen on a lot of Hearthstone streams. Granted, I don't watch a lot. Maybe an explanation of what that is, because I don't know what current 1-1 means, and last 8-3. Maybe that's from the day prior. A little bit of a confusing thing on the top right. Someone will have to. Oh, Simcopter's in the chat.
Where is this you're looking?
On the right-hand side of the screen, underneath the sponsor, you see how it says current 1-1, and then below that 8 and. Oh, I guess you're not watching the same thing that I am. Oh, watch that highlight.
I think that's just like what his record is with the current maybe deck he's using.
That's true.
That's true. 5-3.
Might be true. Yeah, and I'm looking at the topic of the stream. It says sim. It says what you're doing, interactive and methodical arenas, and then it says your win rate. And your overall win rate, 721, 363. It's cool to have stats like that also on your stream. That's something you don't see a lot of. So, I mean, apart from the small nitpicky things, like, just keep streaming, and I think you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
Now, I see the tip, the donation. Is that for the World Wildlife Foundation?
I guess so, yeah. Maybe he only takes tips for, let's see. 0.5% of Amazon Smile proceeds will benefit the World Wildlife Fund, except for gift cards. I don't know what Amazon Smile. Oh, he has an Amazon Smile wish list. That's like a registry or something.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
Just needs time, man. Like that.
Yeah, time.
Yeah, it really seems like he's focusing on Hearthstone. So just keep going with that, because I would go to this stream and I would be like intimidated, like, wow, this guy's way too smart for me to watch right now.
That's his arena run.
Yes, like the button down plaid shirt with the clean cut hair, and I'm like, this guy's way too smart. But I could definitely learn something from him, though.
That was just me being ignorant. That is his arena score in the top right with his previous arena run.
Yeah,
maybe just put like current arena run and last arena run or something, so an idiot like me can understand what that means, because I have no idea what you're saying there.
Hearthstone illiterate people like us.
Exactly.
And since you said that your stream is he's somewhere on there said it's like a teaching stream, something like that.
Yeah, he said focuses on providing a positive learning environment. Yeah.
There you go. Maybe like I don't know, within the schedule, but for someone like me who would like to learn from scratch from someone who plays it all the time, maybe like have like within the schedule say like, or like parentheses after say like first hour of the day will be for like brand new, like, you know, whatever, something like that. I would love to tune in to know like at this time of day, he's going to be showing like absolutely new people who know nothing about the game, like the basics or something like that, you know, 101, I don't know. Meh.
He has a rate. He's like a coach. Like he charges like 25 an hour for like Hearthstone stuff.
That's awesome.
Oh shit! Yeah, monetize that shit.
Monetize it, man. Put out that money.
There you go.
I better get at least rank 12 with $25 an hour.
All right. Our next guy, and feel free, I'm just kind of pulling streams. I specifically found this guy because he asked a question about mobile streaming, and we were talking about this last week. He is streaming right now, and he's streaming Clash of Clans, a mobile game. And it is also, huge shout out to Simcopter1. Go check out his stream, guys. It is, okay, this name right here, I'm already going to say, I don't know how to pronounce your name.
What is that?
How do you say his name?
Fall of Ferris.
Fall of Ferris? Is
Fall
that
of
a
Ferris.
is that a famous historical thing that occurred? I don't.
Who was in history class last?
Yeah, I sure wasn't.
Fall of
So
Ferris.
Twitch.tv/Fall of Ferris. Currently live right now. Co, you're raising your hand. What's going on?
Well,
This guy.
the very first thing that sticks out to me here is that he's got a top streamers advertisement at the top of his page. And for those that don't know, that is one of the sketchiest sites on the internet right now. You can basically buy with money votes for streamers. It's how they make money on the site. It's just a total stay away from it type of site. So
The top
they
streamers,
they
gotcha.
basically didn't have any package like that. They went to a bunch of streamers and advertised their thing. Come vote for your guys. Come vote for your guys. And then slapped on the buying votes thing to generate money. And it's just been
The top streamers thing. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, I just noticed that. Yeah.
So,
Besides that
yeah.
info section, it's got pretty graphics. So far, the best I would see. Is it 2,600 followers? Keep that in mind. 22,000 views.
That's where I met this guy
I
at.
really
PAX.
like those buttons. Those are good looking buttons.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this before. Those
Buttons
look
are
really
good.
good.
Hey, hold on. He's got a beard, so automatic. I mean, drop fame, thumbs up right there. Good job
Yep,
with the
that's
beard.
a plus. Yep.
That's a huge plus.
How am
I
I
just followed him.
Quick break. How am I doing with mine? Am I
You know,
like
it's good.
like
Yeah.
It's getting there, man.
months,
It takes time, dude. Just like Twitch streaming, it takes time.
300 retweets? What was I thinking?
That's low, man. That's low.
I was so drunk. I undershot that by so much.
I was there for that. It was so good.
I will say right off the bat, there's a lot of stuff going on your stream. A lot of things, and it's also because of the layout of Clash of Clans, I think. But like in the top left of your stream, it says Ferris. I think that's just kind of like your tag. Oh God! Now it's a picture of your kid. What does that say? Okay, so it's Foul Ferris. You got kind of like your icon in the top left. Yeah. Newest Pop Tart. I guess that's what you call your followers, maybe. Today's follow 6. And you got like some. Is that the followers above his head that's happening? I guess, or like the recent followers. I don't know. How do you guys feel about scrolling text? I'm not a big fan.
I hate it.
I actually recently dropped it.
I don't think it looks good. Yeah.
I agree. It looks especially once you get it looks cheap. It looks
Yeah,
like
it looks
there's much better options.
Exactly. And I don't know. I mean, as a starting streamer, is shouting out followers the same ways that eventually you'll do with subs. Is that a good thing? What do you guys think?
I would say at the beginning it can be. When you're getting, when you're building that community, giving your first community members a little shout out and some appreciation, I don't see that as a bad thing. I mean, when you get to a point where you're larger, you're basically doing that for subs that support you directly. If you follow that back, your first followers are kind of like your original first supporters.
True.
Since your first followers can in some cases depend if you're going to be, that will choose if you're successful or not. So I don't see any problem with it. I think that they should be ready to turn it off, and any system you have where, especially if you start getting bombs, if you start getting, a lot of people coming into your channel at regular times, if you find a hype game and you position your channel well, you need to be able to turn that stuff off. Because I can tell you there's nothing more annoying than bombing a channel and just having a billion annoying notifications going off back to back. I'll leave.
Yeah, it's
I
a good
bomb
way
a
to
channel.
lose people right off the bat.
Especially if the sound is bad or the graphics, it's just like, it's bad.
It's true. It looks like he is constantly interacting with chat. There's his little notification thing. It says, I think it was like eat my Pop-Tart. That was quite big. Maybe make that a little bit smaller, center it somewhere on the screen.
Agreed.
My eyes hurt. There's like so much.
Also, I'm looking at the profile. I'm noticing he has the same button twice with completely different info in it. That's a little.
What, the
That's a little odd.
Pop-Tart
Although
Army?
I do like.
Army.
Yeah, the Pop Tart Army thing. I
Yeah.
do want to say, like, that's really unique. I mean, he posts an actual number, and he's out there to help people struggling with depression, which is
Yeah.
really cool. I have to admit, like, there's a lot of people that I know would really appreciate something like that. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I would rename the second section, and also he also kind of, if you have a big bar that says Twitter. You don't really need to have any text under it. Same for
If
YouTube,
anything, yeah.
same for Steam. You don't really like. I think putting text under that makes it look a little, again. Just
If anything, you don't even need the text Twitter. You just need the little image, and then put your Twitter next to that.
Yeah, in fact, all my pop-ups on my stream now, that's all we have. It's an icon for YouTube, an icon
Yeah.
for Twitter, and it just has my handle. That's it. I mean, a lot of times simple is the best solution.
Yeah, people
and
recognize
another thing
that
to
stuff.
remember. Yeah, especially and like you were just saying about his pop-up follow notification, like if it's obtrusive and large and gets in the way, that's a real quick way to turn off viewers. Or if it's not well done, if it looks like you threw it together or something, just use the black bar. I mean, hell, one of the guys in chat, Elo, his little follow notification is the default black bar. It's just tucked into the bottom right corner. It's not intrusive.
Yep.
And it just keeps going, and because it's not intrusive and there's no sound, it's not a big deal. I can tell you if there was a sound on it or some crazy graphic that catches your eye every time that somebody followed, that's a totally different thing. So yeah,
How do you guys feel about chat on stream?
Oh, I hate it.
I'm so torn about it, especially now that I'm doing more YouTube. I'm so because
See, that's the thing. If you're
I've watched
repurposing it, chat makes no sense on the stream, especially if it's spammy.
What's the point of it? Is it so that, like, I'm trying to figure is it just so that the people who are watching can have their own chat room and just full
theater
screen?
mode. Well, before theater mode, there was no way to easily watch in full screen with chat.
Right.
And also for someone like me,
yeah.
where I'm starting to put my entire playthroughs on YouTube, I don't always read out loud the questions I respond to. So I've actually had a few instances where I've watched myself and I'll look over and randomly say a sentence that makes no sense in any context, but I know that I'm responding to someone's question in chat, but I'm not reading the question out loud. So when you're watching it back on YouTube, it's like, what the hell is this guy talking about?
Yeah.
But, that's why for a while I had the chat up on the right side of my screen. I really wish there was some way to bring that Twitch chat into YouTube. That would fix a lot of these problems, but yeah.
People can't do that
I mean,
anytime.
one of the things now is that there's that app on Twitch, or sorry, on I think it's Chrome, which you can watch a stream with the chat as it happened, like a replay. And I know a lot of people have been using that to watch highlights of people. I'm not sure how that works with people behind a paywall, but it's an interesting idea to just use that instead of having chat on the stream. But yeah, apart from that, like he's interacting with chat. It seems like he's talking a lot. His green screen looks pretty good. Looks like a high quality green screen. I will say you're streaming at 1080p, and your bit rate's around 2000. That's quite low.
Yeah,
I would
it's
honestly say drop to 720 with that bit rate. And 720p 30 is pretty much like the standard, I think. There's nothing flashy about it, but it looks great. You don't necessarily have to have 60 FPS, especially if you're going to be streaming mostly tablet stuff, mostly mobile stuff. He switched over to Vainglory now that the MOBA that was at PAX East. So it looks like he's got some variants. I'm not sure if he changed his stream title. What is his first COC stream? Why not? Oh, that was the first time he's done Clash of Clans. Okay.
Liam Neeson does it. Why not me?
Yeah, he's a member of Team V Gaming, which is Miss Vixen's crew, I think, with Tim the Tapman and Husband Wife Gaming.
That's pretty awesome.
Maybe a little bit of... I think the main reason, maybe you can speak to this as well, that you dropped all the info in the info section, all the text, is just for the sake of it not being all cluttered. Is that the reason?
You got it.
Because Twitch does weird things.
The bigger my channel has gotten, the more I've realized the importance of getting information out quickly while keeping themed. Just less is more in a lot of cases.
Yep. Yeah. Apart from that, though, like 2600, I don't know when he started streaming, but he seems to be on the right path. Like there's nothing inherently wrong. Maybe just clean up your screen a little bit. There's a lot going on here. Put some sort of graphics. Like if you're going to put info, try to put it in corners of the screen so that you can do like just a transparent PNG. Put some sort of like image on the bottom left-hand corner, then overlay your text on top of that so it looks nice and clean. But yeah, Ferris, Fall of Ferris maybe. is not the best. I mean, maybe that's a hard name to type in. It's a hard name to spell. That's all I'm going to say.
The downside is just like you're saying, you have to look at it a couple times to kind of sound it out in your head. The benefit is it's unique.
Yeah.
It is unique. It's very unique. It's very.
You could probably use
three on it. I can't find anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, just keep streaming. I think is the only thing apart from what we said, and maybe like you're saying, remove the top streamers thing. That stuff is
Get that out of there, man.
a little sketchy.
That's bad news.
Also, I would also reorder the thing to remember is if someone does read your profile, it doesn't mean they're going to read all of it. So ordering the information you want to get to the people the most, like schedules and things that may keep people coming back, is very important. Having the top streamer vote and treat stream as the two tops may not be the best from there. Also, I did notice there's no schedule in here at all.
There is, yeah, that's true.
Is
no schedule.
Yeah, so no, I don't see a schedule at all. That's another big thing. I have no idea when this guy streams. Which of course, if he streamed a lot, that would be a huge miss out on his part.
Yep.
But yeah, everything else looks good. Everything else is good. He's part of Team V. That's a great group. They do a lot of stuff together.
Someone in the chat brought up a great point. This is a mobile game, so you're limited by the space that a mobile game will spit out. So maybe take all of that text that's on the right-hand side and replace it with the chat so that you just have gameplay on the left, and then above you is just whatever you want information-wise, like your recent followers, your number of followers, the welcome thing, the newest Pop-Tart, and your icon as well, and just get away with chat. Something to think about. Just make your
chat. Look at his it's almost kind of like yours, JP. If you look at his pre-stream screen or whatnot.
Oh, and his highlights. Let's go check it out.
I just linked it in chat. Check out right off the beginning right there. He has a Twitter feed with his camera, then all his social media is right underneath him. He kind of does all that. Kind of what you do sometimes, right? Like when tell people about the subscribers and.
Oh yeah. No, this is super clean. This is really good. It looks really good. He's got a backdrop for his green screen. It's like you're saying, yeah. I like that. When does the chat room pop up? I would assume eventually, but you've definitely got a not a creative. What am I trying to say? An understanding of design when it comes to the stream layout. So put that onto the mainstream, and I think you've definitely got some legs in front of you. So keep it up. Fall of Ferris. He's streaming right now. If you guys want to go watch him, he's playing Vainglory, which is the MOBA game. You guys want to do one more? Anyone got anyone that you guys want in particular? How many submissions do we have? A lot of people are asking for this now.
I see over 120 now.
Yeah, we've
Another
got a
thing
lot.
to mention is we got a couple questions with video submissions also.
Lots of good questions.
Did we screen any of the video submission questions?
Maybe we should judge the next person that we critique by just their screen name. What's the most memorable screen name? I want to see what this guy's channel does.
Here's John Matrix 69. I like that. I feel like you only added the 69 there just because of the number 69.
That's eye appealing.
A lot of people do that with 420.
Yeah.
And 187, that kind of stuff.
Yep. I'm just kind of scrolling through our submissions here because we've got about 120 so far. If there's anyone
JP,
what's up?
Next show we should pick one major streamer to do this too as well. Just some random big streamer, just pull up his page on the show without telling him, and then just rip the channel apart.
What happened to that one? There was one. It must have got deleted. Well, someone put a question in there, and oh god, they're just ripping on us. I wanted to read it, but I think someone deleted it from the spreadsheet. But it was why are you guys such self-important pricks? It was reason 1, reason 2, and it went through, and I was gonna read it because it was so salty. It just
why did they take that?
Oh, we should have done that.
Questions people have are pretty cool.
Yeah,
too.
let's pull some of the questions out. Tally, what question in particular is interesting to you?
John
right now?
69 actually had a
Okay.
good question. He said, if a new Twitch streamer were to come to you with a business proposal for you to advertise their stream, and I've had this happen before, examples, verbally promote them, make a panel in your info section about them, make a Nightbot command with their stream info, and help them build their community, would you do it? If so, how much would you charge for the service?
I would I mean, inherently, I just say no to that. That's a weird thing. But
What question number is that? I'm sorry.
85.
Thank you.
I think that may happen in the future. Like it could happen.
I thought that was going to happen with hosting. When
people are going to be paid for hosting. That's what I thought right off the bat.
You come up to that, and that was like, wow. I was like, I did not think this was going to happen. That was the first thing I posted on the subreddit for Twitch. I was like, within the first 10 minutes of announcing this, I've had 3 people contact me saying they'll pay me so and so to host their stream after I'm done playing WoW for the day. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. And that's also the weird thing too. With hosting, like, don't ever ask for a host. Even for this show, I don't ask the 3 of you for a host. You guys just inherently do it because it's such a weird thing to do. It's like, host the stream right now, or please host my stream. I just think that's a weird thing. I think, Tally, maybe I said it to you because I knew that you were going to host it, to host Ko's channel instead of mine.
Yeah, I already know I was going to host one of you guys. Just didn't know who was.
Yeah, it's a very weird thing to ask for something like that. So don't do that if you're trying to like get growth for your channel.
Alco, what the hell is that?
Do what?
Look at this.
That's the question that Zeke was talking about.
Oh. Should we?
But I just really want to. I just want to chime in here.
Jesus Christ.
Big thanks to Kimmin for finding that, by the way. I just want to chime in here and say that about the question originally, absolutely not 100% no, not any chance in hell.
Yeah.
That's my answer to that question. There's absolutely no way no one could pay me for me to, especially like if they're paying you, that means most likely you're not doing it on your own, which means either A, you don't know them, or B, you don't personally have faith in their product. If you did, you'd probably be advertising them already, or at least shouting them out or something. They wouldn't be approaching you with money in that case, in my opinion. So it's the kind of thing where that really, just like Tally said, granted, I was worried about this when the hosting stuff started. I was really wondering, okay, what happens when someone walks up to Lyric and offers him $5,000 for him to host their channel that night? Right. And what if he took it? Like, what would happen? Not saying Lyric would, but I'm just, what if
just
a really
example,
big streamer
Site-wide
did something like that? And it's really interesting because, yeah, it opens up a whole big list of questions. Thankfully, I can say right now that I have never seen this. And I'm sure that large streamers, like Tally said, and I've actually got offers, people pay, hey, so could I throw you some money to raid me? Could I throw you some money to host me? Like, just wondering, I'm a new streamer. What if I give you $250 to raid me tonight? And I just go, no, that's
I don't know if you'll find a streamer. I don't know if you'll find a streamer above 25,000 followers that would ever do that. I don't know. That it's such a weird thing if someone. I don't think I honestly don't read a lot of any messages on Twitch, to be honest, because there's just way too many. It's a terrible way to interact with people and getting Twitch messages, blah blah blah. But I would do the same thing. Like, there's no way I would ever do that. I don't know if someone who would either, because it is kind of a weird thing. But I'm sure Twitch has thought about that. I'm sure they would have some plan in the toss. There might even be something like that already. Yeah, you might just get banned. Who knows?
You're doing your band. That's pretty much it. I always tell people, like, when they come to me, like, hey, can I give you something?